Hi, I'm Grandma Judi, and I'm 77 years old, and the world's getting way too confusing for me. I just don't get it. Did you see our budget that they just passed? Wow. Talk about pork. And nothing for us. I mean, if they're going to put in pork, how about they put in some pork farmers in there? Now that's pork I can live with. But podcasters, personal stuff, no. We just don't need to be paying for garbage. We don't. Our country's in so much debt now, we don't know what to do with ourselves. And what are they doing? Spending more money on nonsense. And this thing about, oh, you don't have to have time to read it, just go ahead and sign it. No. I think we need to get rid of every damn one of those congressmen and senators. I do. Let's just replace them. You know, I'm sorry, but what use are they? They're spending our money for no reason. They're not doing anything good about anything. So, bye-bye. Get rid of them. Let's get new politicians in. And let's set some limits on how long they can stay. They get a little too comfy in there as far as I'm concerned. And then we've got the border thing going on. Did you see where they actually just knocked down the border patrol and tore apart a fence, and a couple hundred of them just come running in and knocked everybody down? That's an invasion. That's not poor little immigrants. That's not little babies that need our care. Yeah, if it was little babies that need our care, honey, I'd be down there picking the babies up and making sure they had food. No, this is military-age men invading our country. We can't have that. We can't have it at all. It is bad. Very, very bad. Oh, our politicians today don't you want to just go up and go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not taking your nonsense. Just get up, get out, you're fired. And we should be able to do that. We are their employers. They are our employees, for God's sakes. If I had an employee that treated me like trash, like they treat the American people, I'd fire them in a second. Okay. This is just going to have to be my pet peeve day, I guess, because I got a few of them going in, and I think that what they're doing to our ex-president Trump is insane. All they're trying to do is bankrupt him so that he can't possibly run for the presidency. Well, I don't know. I'm going to donate some money. Now I live on Social Security, so I don't have a lot. But I figure if my $50 will help, that's what I'm going to do. Also, he put that new Truth Social went on, so I think I'm going to look into seeing if I can't invest in that just a little bit. Like I said, I live on Social Security, so I don't have a lot of money to work with. But if all of us take our little bits of money and put it in, who knows? We can make a difference. But I don't know. I'm just so worried about everything that's going on with our country. And then I heard that in Oregon, which is just one state away, I'm in Washington, they're stopping market farmers. Now that's people that grow on less than, say, 2 acres. And they grow tomatoes and celery and lettuce and things that they can sell easily at the Saturday market. And some of them have some small restaurants and stuff that will buy their produce and what have you. But most of all, it's to the individuals at Saturday markets. They are our lifeline. Because if anything happens to our supermarkets, guess where we're going to go shopping? We're going to go to our local markets. We're going to go to our local farms. They're going to come over and they're going to be knocking on my door saying, Judi, I need some eggs. And I'll go, okay, I raise chickens. I have eggs. And by the way, I'm ready to slaughter. So how about you come over and you help me slaughter, and I give you some chickens to put in your freezer. Because, how many chickens can you eat? I'm old, and it takes me 2 or 3 days to eat one. And I don't use the Cornish cross because they just have so many deformities and stuff. I feel so bad for the birds. And I don't like their meat. It's all mushy. But they go from hatch to freezer in 6 weeks. And my chickens go from hatch to freezer in 6 months. So that's a big difference. I don't mind it, because I get better tasting meat. I know where everything's coming from. I know what's gone in them. And so I don't care. I'm all right with that. Now, this year, some of you may know, I've had an off-grid homestead for well over 20 years. And my husband died about a year ago. And I had to sell. It was a really hard decision. But the maintenance was just too much. I've had 2 heart attacks. I was getting over cancer, chemotherapy. Oh my God, I hate chemotherapy worse than I hated having heart attacks or cancer. But besides the point, I just didn't have the physical strength to get myself up and get everything done. And off-grid is a whole lot more maintenance than most people realize. So I put my place up for sale, and I'm carrying contract because banks don't put money on to off-grid places. So I went in and moved in with my daughter. Now she's on 20 acres and she's a horse lady. So it's not that huge a change, except that everything's on demand here because she has standard power. Yeah, I know, it kind of worries me a little bit. So I'm going to put in I think about a 2,000 watt system, just a small one. But it'll take care of refrigerators and stuff when we need it. So that'll be okay. And I know how to maintain that. And it's not a heavy duty job. It's not like the big systems that I had at the homestead. I don't have to run big equipment and what have you on it. But it's big changes. Now, I don't have a garden anymore. I know, it is so sad. Now, I have my pretend garden. I have actually put, if you've been watching me, you know that I put in a 16 by 30 shed, which I'm sitting in right now, so that I can do my videos and play and have fun. And because my daughter's a real neatnik and I'm not, so it saves a lot of trouble there too. But I put in a little greenhouse, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 6 by 8 or 6 by 9, something like that. And so I can start my seeds and get that going. And I'm enjoying that. That's been a lot of fun. And it's doing really well. I was surprised. But it also keeps the humidity from going through the room, which I really, really like. Because plants take a lot of moisture. And I don't need a lot of moisture in my room. So, and my shed is insulated. It's got electricity. I mean, I even had under the floor insulated. Because high desert, Washington State, it gets cold. But, so we're having this, I'm having some fun with all of this. But trying to relearn and redo everything, because now I got chemo brain on top of everything else, but trying to figure out how to put in a garden on somebody else's land and have it where I can actually manage it. I just need raised beds and stuff. I can't do plowing and stuff anymore. So I'm going to do some raised beds. I'm really thinking about doing the 10 ones, but the ones I found are just like little bitty things. They're like 1 foot tall. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't grow anything in just a foot of soil. Well, you can. You can grow lettuce and some radishes and things like that. But things that have real roots, forget it. But I have a friend that tore down a building, and he has some extra siding and roofing, metal siding. the old tin. So I think I'm going to get him to come over and build me a couple of nice long raised beds that I can move stuff to outside and have some fun with that and grow an amazing amount of produce that way. And I probably, because I just can't resist, will do an aquaponic system, a small one. Had it in my old greenhouse for years and years, and it's a great way to start all your plants. And your lettuces, anything like that, any of your leafy greens, they just mature like whoo. And so you're eating stuff all the time, which is fresh. And since there's no chemical fertilizer, you're just using fish water. Everything tastes good, and you don't have to worry about what's getting in your system. So it's all a hoorah. Now, I know I'm going a little overboard on this one because I just don't quite know what to do, because I want to go to the border and just kick everybody in the butt and get things done. I want to go to Congress and kick them in the butt and get some stuff done. But I can't. For one thing, I don't have the resources to go. The other thing is, they wouldn't let me in the building. They'd go, "Oh no, you're a troublemaker." Do I look like a troublemaker? I feel like one sometimes. But yep, they wouldn't let me in. And they certainly wouldn't let me go in and say what I wanted to say to them. So we're going to have to just start doing a good texting and mailing and phoning all of our congressmen and senators and going, you either get off the ball or we're firing your butts, because we are your employers. You are our employees. Okay, well, that's my kind of rant and rave for the day. I thank you all so much for letting me be in your home. And please like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe. But please do comments, because I love answering them. They make me so happy. I sit down, that's my whole evening, is sitting down and answering all the comments, which would be, just makes my day. Thank you so, so much. Bye-bye from Grandma Judi in Washington State.